Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining us for another AR tutorial here with the AR community. Today, I'm hanging out with a lot of friends from across the pond for me. To my right, we have ShinyShinx, Elena. My left, Ash Ketzchup. Down below from left to right, we have Pokémon LDNAR, Steve, Tuula The Cat, and Toto Letty. How you guys all doing today?
Good.
I'm good.
Good.
Excellent.
We're all hanging out here today. Our leader of this tutorial is going to be Ash Ketzchup. You've probably heard of him if you're familiar with the AR community. If you're new, he is top tier. I think we could all comfortably say has led many different people to the light, including myself. Was one of the very first AR photographers I ever followed, asked questions to, got help. Very nice, very great guy. Meets people in person whenever he can. True Pokemon Go player and good friend. Today we will be talking about one of his styles, I guess you could call it. He has a tendency of editing his pictures to more realistic edits. I have like a very harsher, sharper editing style. Ash has more toned down, lighter colors, something you'd see if you were actually outside as opposed to something that looks edited. We will be using two free apps today, both on iPhone and Android, Snapseed and Lightroom, and feel free to edit along with the video or just learn as you go, and hopefully you guys get some stuff out of this. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Ash. He can do his thing.
Yes. So I'm going to share my screen now. If it works.
I believe in you. Got so much faith right now.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
We are getting there. So for this tutorial, I will show you how you can make a Pokemon look or blend more into the environment. Like we will try to make it look softer and have the Pokemon to be a little less saturated, so it doesn't look as cartoony as it is now in the picture. So you can basically use every type of photo for this, but for this one, I chose the one of Lucaria. So the first step I always do is I go to Tools, and excuse me because this app is in Dutch, but you can see all the icons which are the same. So the first step I do is I go to Selective. It's the circle with the little dot you can see on the third row. I click it. And then I go and I zoom, I pinch and zoom on the picture itself. So I go closer to the Pokemon, so you can use your two fingers. And you set it so you have a clear view over the Pokemon. So as you can see, the Pokemon itself already has some pillow is there. You can still join if he wants. So as you can see, the Pokemon has some shading, but it's not very, how can I say, it's not very clear or not pronunciated. So what can we do? We can look at the darker part of the Pokemon and we will make them a bit more dark. So we tap, for example, here, and then we get a little dot, which we can slide around. So, for example, we go here, you can see the tones are a little bit darker. And then if you pinch and zoom, you can make the circle smaller or bigger. So for this purpose, I will just use this side or this part of its head, and I will stop here. Now what you can do is you can tap and hold. Sorry. And then you have three options. You have brightness, contrast, saturation, and structure. What I do here is I go to the first one, is brightness. Then you slide to the left. So do like this. And you can see the Pokemon is becoming darker and darker. So this will be too much, as you can see. So we go back and you stop where you think, it still looks quite okay. So for example here, and if you now long press and release, you can see what you did. So this looks quite okay, I think. When you have done this, you can tap the little V here on the bottom right, the check mark. Okay, so next step, we will go back to the select, and we will repeat this for every dark part or shadow on the Pokemon. So for example, here on his left arm, you can see some black. So I go back to this. I pinch and zoom. So I make a circle a little bit smaller, something like this. And then you tap and you slide to the left. So you can see the shadows are becoming much more clear. Is this working for everyone?
Yes.
Getting
Yeah.
lots of shadows.
Great.
I should have picked a less shadowy Pokemon.
Yeah, so you can retry and look for other parts. For example, here you can see some black parts or shadowing parts. You can make the circle smaller again with pinch and zoom. You slide to the left. Sometimes what I do is I tap and hold and I slide down to structure. And this I slide to the right. So the part becomes a little more pronunciated. So you can choose like halfway. And then if you tap and hold, you can see again what you have done. So you can keep doing this. For example, here, you can already see a big difference. So again, I adjust the brightness, I tone it down, and then I go to structure, and I slide it a little bit to the left. So also here on top, you can see how many percentage you have changed the component. So now it's at plus 37. So again,
is there like a number you normally like hit for all of it, or is it always just?
it really depends on the photo itself. So most of the time when I do the brightness, for example, I will do a new one here, make the circle smaller, and then you look, okay, maybe some parts need like 25. You see it looks good, but some parts need more. For example, if there's here his arm, you can think like, okay, probably his body will block the sunlight. So then you can make it more or more dark to make it more realistic. So it's basically always the same thing, but you repeat it until you think, okay, this is quite good. So now, for example, here at the top, I've missed some parts. So here, again, pinch and zoom and slide to the left. Then you can already see a big difference. Again, I go to the structure, slide it to the right, then I stop, then you tap and hold. You can see the difference immediately. Okay. So for example, if you stop now and you're in this screen and you tap and hold, you can see all the changes at once. So I don't know, for the people who are joining now, do you already see a big difference?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Playing Guess Where the Sun Is.
Yeah, it's really good because you have to keep in mind, where do you think the sun would be positioned? For example, if the sun was here positioned from the left, then you would think, okay, the right part of its body, I will make a little darker. So it looks like the sun is coming from the left side. You see? Then I add a little bit of structure again. Tap and hold, and you can already see a big difference. So it also works the opposite way around. So for example, if the sun was coming from the left, then you can take part of its body on the left side. For example, here its nose. You can pinch and zoom. And then you can take the brightness a little bit up. So we slide to the right. So it really looks like the sun is coming from the left side, you see? So we're making the left side a little bit brighter and the right side a little bit darker. Like this. So if you tap and hold, you can see this was the unedited image. It's already a big difference from the first image. So this is basically the part in Snapseed, how you can do the shading. Maybe all the people joining now can show what they have done, and they can show the before and after to see their progress. Who wants to share their screen?
I can in 1 second.
Yeah, me too.
Can you unshare your screen real quick?
Yeah.
Then let me just brighten.
Okay. I need to reopen Zoom, but then I can share my result.
So I'm using this Bellsprout picture.
Yeah.
And that's the original.
Yeah.
And then I kind of went with like the sun. It's this is taken at lunchtime, so it's pretty much noon. So the sun's coming straight down on his head. So I kind of got like a gleam right on top of the head, shadowed under his head, left of the leaf, and on the right side of his leg.
It's really nice. It's really nice because you can think of the sun coming from the left, and then the shading would be pronounced on the right side. So what you also can do is, if you tap on the shadow of the Pokemon itself, you can also darken the shadow itself a bit more. So it looks like it's more in the environment. For example, if you have a picture where you are next to the Pokemon, your own shadow will be more dark than the shadow of the Pokemon. So what you can do is you can darken the shadow of the Pokemon so the shadow looks identical to your shadow in terms of brightness.
Oh, Tuula, you
want to see what I did?
Yes.
I will try to share it. Okay. Should be. Can you see the screen already, or?
Not yet.
You press the green button in the bottom middle that says share.
Yeah, I did.
And then you select screen.
Ah.
There you go.
I think now it's, yeah. Okay. So this is the Tropius photo I wanted to edit. I just need to open it quickly so you can see this was the original photo in my gallery, and this is the edited version with a lot more shadows because just the sun comes from above and he's flying underneath the trees, and I'm sure there's a lot of darkness with this big leaf wings that block
really
the
nice.
Sunlight.
It's really nice because under its wing you can make it even more dark because you wouldn't expect a lot of sunlight there. So it's a really good picture to edit like this. If you tap and hold, you can see the difference immediately. See? Yeah. So you did a lot of shading. So
it's good.
It's a big difference.
Not done yet, but
it's a big difference.
Already a lot.
Yeah, looks good.
Okay. I'll stop sharing.
Okay. Maybe next, Elena, what have you done?
Okay. Let me show you.
Show the magic.
Show screen, I guess. Yes.
so proud of everyone.
So this was my initial picture. And here there's no sun because we're indoors. So I'm guessing the light comes from the left side of the picture for you. And what I did was first put in the wall ring, all of it would have the same shadow. And then I added shadows on the right side, which is the opposite side to the light. And no, this was the result. This is my result so far.
Yeah. Yeah.
This, woo.
Yeah. I think you can make the shadows a little bit darker. So, but it's already a nice difference because now the light is
I think
coming.
it looks different on my phone.
We're seeing the same thing. Don't blame the phone.
Mm.
I like it though because you have the other walrus in the picture, the statue.
Yeah,
you can
and
see
it's
how
gonna
the
give me a
shadows play
hint.
off that
Exactly.
already.
It's giving me a little hint, so where the shadows should be.
Mm.
So that would be my next step.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Nice. Good students. Steve, what do you have?
Cool. Let me have a look. Share screen. Oh wait, how do I share screen?
Button
Go
in the
to,
bottom middle.
Share content. And then just click screen, yeah?
Exactly.
Yep. Maybe. Yes.
I'm just gonna click it and hope. No, that's not
I had to grant the permissions because I hadn't done it before, so that's maybe.
No, it's wanting me to record stuff.
No, don't record stuff. It just says it says share screen. Not video. I can raise my hand.
Oh yeah, there we go. For some reason I can't read.
Happens to the best of us.
Working.
Okay, cool. So I'm working on this picture of bravery. So that's what I started with. And so I'm assuming the light's kind of coming from the left, kind of up or down. So kind of got, ooh.
Look at all those.
Ooh.
it's good.
Still a bit of work to do.
He has lots of little feathers and detail on him.
Yeah, lots of different colors to work with.
Yeah, if you want to, you can take as much time as you want with this. You can take like half an hour and still finding little details and like, oh, this a little bit smaller or this side a little bit darker or it's up to you. Julia, what do you have?
Okay, I hope this sharing thing will go well now because I also never did it. So I'm tapping now and let's see what happened. Oh my God. Okay, screen. Okay, I have granting permission now. Start broadcast. 3, 2, 1.
Every panelist to share screen before we start.
Yeah, it worked. Okay, so.
Oh, she's just playing Pokemon Go. She ain't even paying.
Okay, so I decided to use this picture like 2 minutes before we started this broadcast.
So good.
Yeah, so damn, it looks so different when I look at it on the computer screen.
I said it.
Yeah, so it doesn't show, it shows like 50% of the contrast my phone does.
Yeah.
So, but
might be the brightness, but
yeah, it could just be some of the video being lost in compression too. But I can see the difference at least. I see where you're cheating.
Yeah, I was cheating, definitely. I mean, I wasn't really thinking where the light came from, but I guess it was like this time it was like more like from the behind of the Victini. So his generally like basically all of Victini was gonna be like more like a bit darker than the stickery figure on the original AR picture. But basically what I wanted to say that it was really nostalgic for me to use this tool because I can still remember, like it's over a year ago when Ash was teaching me to use it. And I used it on several of my first, like oldest, let's say, edits that I did. And then I started using PhotoFox, but I think that's only for iPhones. So yeah. And I basically do everything there. And honestly, I'm pretty lazy to work with selective because it's so, I mean, you can screw it up so easily, I think.
Yeah, yeah. If
It's a pretty
too
tricky
much,
tool. Yeah.
too easily. Yeah.
At the same time, if you learn to use it, I think it can bring you amazing results. So I'm really glad that I could come back to it tonight and like use it after a long time. So thanks for that. And basically this is what I did. So
before you unshare your screen, actually go back to
yes.
Snapseed. Since you did bring up how easy it is to mess up, I just wanted to show people. Do you know how to edit your layers? Go to the edit layer button.
What?
Yeah, the little stack with the arrow over it on the top next to the eye. Yeah, so there's all your selective layers. So if you ever do mess up, you can actually go in and change every single different selective change you've done.
Yeah, that's legit. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, for the people watching at home, don't think you made like a selective change like 20 selectives ago and ruined everything. You just have to go back and find which one it is, and you can. Because I did it. I already messed mine up. I had to go back.
Okay, so I guess that's it from me.
We have one guy left. Pillow, my man. Did you do anything? You were late.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Pelo, what's up? How you doing?
I was a bit late.
Yeah,
I had
hello.
Hi, how are you guys doing? I'm
He
really
was
happy
late to
be.
class.
Yeah, I had a crazy last minute business meeting.
Always an excuse.
We all know you were taking a nap.
But I'll show you what I've been doing. So this is my picture, and this is what I thought the light was coming up from this window over here. I don't know if you can barely see it.
Yeah.
But yeah, and I found this tool very useful because I'm actually like the worst thing I can do is shadows. I'm really trash at like editing shadows. So I actually like this. I added some shadows in the feet, but also the top of the right feet has bright. You'll see there. You see. So I brightened up these fingers, and also did it for the tail, because Zapdos has a really weird tail. It sticks out. So the bottom I had to make darker, and the top I had to make lighter. And the head as well. The head was darker, so I made it lighter, and the neck I made it darker. So I actually love this tool. I knew you could use it, but I normally use it for like the ground or something. But I didn't think that this was the way Ash used it, so I find it really helpful.
Yeah, you can use it. I think I use it every time, even if it's like a little touch-up, like only 30 seconds. Sometimes it takes me 30 minutes. It really depends on the picture, but it's really nice to make Pokemon pop a little more, like the shadows, they come out better, because the app itself, it still doesn't know, or it doesn't know where the light is coming from. So maybe that will be a feature they will be implementing in the future. I don't know. But for now, this is a good solution to use to make it look more realistic. So yeah, maybe I think we had everyone. No? Yeah. One last thing I wanted to show is to use the app Lightroom. It's only a little touch up, but it's something I do at the end to make the Pokemon blend a little more into the environment. So I will start to share my screen.
What's it called again?
Lightroom.
Oh yeah, I
You
think.
You have the app?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. So
Yes.
So this was the result from Snapseed. Then you save it like this. Then you go open Lightroom. You take it from your camera roll. You open it. Okay, like this. What I like to do is put it in landscape. I don't know for this purpose if it works. I think it does. And then on the right side, you can see all of your little options. So for example, you have brightness. When you open this, then you have a sub menu with all different aspects. So for example, brightness, shadows, contrasts. Then you have temperature. Then you have more stuff like vignettes or making more grainy, like this. And then the last one is sharpness. But for this purpose, I will be using the temperature. It's this one. And then what you can do is you can press the little circle here on the top right with the colors, this one. And then you can start changing up color per color. So for example, you can see here, the top row, you can see already predefined colors. So what I try to do here is look at Pokemon and look which color it has. So for example, here with the Lucario, I would say, okay, it's maybe this blue. You can see this dot. I selected the color. And then you can use the second option, which means the saturation. This I slide and I slide it to the left, so it becomes less saturated. So if I would do it all the way, it will look like really gray, not so good. When I do it all to the right, it will be very saturated. So what I try to do is always take it a little bit back to a point where I think, okay, this Pokemon is not as cartoony as it is like from within the app. So something like this. It's a little touch, but sometimes it can make a difference. So for example, if you long tap on the picture, you can see before, and if you release, you can see the after. So you can see the blue has changed a little bit, and I change it so the color looks more natural. What you also can do is you can tap the circle at the top, so this one. And then if you tap on the image, you can choose a color for yourself. So for example, if you don't know from the colors, which one do I have to use, you can simply just tap on the Pokemon and it will define the color the Pokemon has. Then when you tap and you slide either up or down, sorry. First, you have to change the middle one's saturation. And then you tap on the Pokemon and then you slide it to the left. And then you can see the same results as we had before. So for example, I stop here. And then you can see at the end, Pokemon is more blended into the environment.
I have a question. How do you go back? Like, I made a mistake, huge mistake, and now everything's like
here at the top,
yellow. Like,
I think it's
blue.
I'm not sure, but I think at the top you have the undo button. But I'm not sure how you can do it like step by step, like in Snapseed.
okay.
I think only like one by one. I'm not sure if someone else knows this, but
If you just keep hitting back, it looks like, because accidentally also turned it black and white. and I've just been hitting back until I fixed it.
Yeah, you can just undo until you find the spot where you messed up.
Yeah, I can't see that thingy. So
Do you have the undo button?
no, I don't have the undo button. I don't know why.
That's strange. It should be at the top.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do.
Have you tried to tap? If you tap once, then the menu appears. Something.
Nope. Like I can see the question mark and everything, but just the undo button is the only one missing. So I'm really
Yeah, what you can do is
confused.
just like exit the app and try again if you can find the button.
Okay, I'll try that.
So this was basically the last step. So
This app's really nice. I've never used Lightroom.
Yeah, it's really nice because not only the temperature, but also the other effects are really nice. For example, here, something I use a lot is sharpness. So you can see the button over here. And then the first submenu is sharpness. So this you can, if you do it like this too much. But I can also see on my phone it's different as on the zoom. So it will not be 100% the same, but you can add a little bit sharpness over here. So for example, I put it at like 30. And something you can also do is a noise reduction. It's this one over here. And it makes everything more even. So like this. It's all little details, but in the end, it can make a difference. So I would say you can play around a little bit with these options, but these are basically 4 menus you can use in Lightroom, from which I now explained the temperature and the sharpness. So these are the ones I use the most for this purpose.
Oh wow, this thing scrolls down here. Look at all these friggin' options.
Yeah, you have really a lot of options.
Could you show me again the noise option? Because I had to like restart everything.
Yeah, sure. It's here. This button, which I have now selected, and then you go down. Noise reduction.
Oh, I see it.
Could be 1, 2, 3, 4. The 5th one, then you can slide it all the way you want.
Oh yeah, it makes the image look much more clear.
Yeah, you have less lines or inconsistencies going through the picture.
Yeah, my picture used to be very blurry, so now it's
it can help in combination with the sharpness. It can make a big difference. So for example, you can see it's becoming very clean picture like this.
I bet Hex loves this.
I do love this. I downloaded, I mean, I've had this on my phone for, I don't know, as long as I can remember, but I guess I probably was like looking to do one specific thing and I Googled and so I had like a kickback that was like, try Lightroom. And I just did that one thing I really wanted to do, but I've never really explored the app because I've just been so used to using Snapseed.
It has a lot of secrets actually. For example, maybe the last one here is a reduction of the color. And here, if you slide this, and then colors which are more saturated will become less, and everything will be put on an even level of saturation. So this will be my end result. So as you can see, I'm tapping and holding and release. So you can see before, after. It's not a big difference. You really have to look at it. If you know it, then you can see the differences. For example, the biggest difference here will be the color of the Pokemon itself. Yeah.
Very nice, Ash.
Yeah, so that's basically everything I wanted to show you today. So
thanks, Mr. Teacher.
My pleasure.
Teacher.
Is there someone who wants to show their end result?
Sure. I'll start again.
Well, where can I save it?
You can save it.
Can't.
You
Whoa.
can.
I'll show because I think I got it. I'll bring mine up.
You can save it. Yeah.
It's usually this button on the top that's like little 3 circles connected with the lines. Like,
If you go there, yeah, and
save
then
to device.
yeah.
Anyway, so this is where I went. Just imported my last edits and it looked like that. And then I super cheated and made my sky look nice and my building real blue. But then I like toned down the bell sprout and the grass. So I kind of made the back look a little faker, more my style, and then made Pokemon look more Ash's style.
Yeah. I can see.
That's it.
It's really nice because the sky actually can be this color in real life. So
Oh, yeah, our sky is. They call it Carolina blue for a reason. It is gorgeous. All right, I'm out.
Who's next?
I'll go next. So that was the one I loaded in, and that's my result.
Looks more realistic. I love it.
Yeah, it's really nice. The
Now
color,
we're all gonna
the
have
red.
Ash pictures.
Don't steal my style.
Just for like a solid week, this is all I'm gonna do.
Oh, that's so nice.
Hashtag Pokemon Ash Week. We're gonna do it next time.
Oh,
First, I have to win the weekly challenge, which I never did.
I never have either.
Do you even submit something?
I did in the beginning, like 5 times, but then I said, okay, this is too much. I will never win.
I mean, the second time that I was hosting the weekly challenge, I was like, Ash messaged me to say that he's definitely gonna enter, and I'm gonna like, okay, if nothing goes like really wrong, I'm gonna let him win because I know he needed it. And he never freaking submitted anything.
No.
I was like, the Sunday night, I was checking if I didn't miss anything or if he didn't like misspell the hashtag or anything, and no.
It's my fault. It's my fault. And I think it was the last time I participated before that. So then I said, okay, not for me. Maybe next time. Maybe next time.
I don't like to force them. If it's the hashtag that I like, same with the GoHub article. Like, if it's something that I've already had something for, or something that like I think would be fun to do, like the science one, I'll do it.
Yeah.
But then I'm not gonna do every like I'm not gonna force it. Just enter the hashtag contest. Just like,
yeah, of course.
it's either there or it's not. All right, more shares. Let's get through this. Got this. ARtographer is gonna shoot me for how long this is.
Yeah, I can share.
See, you guys are so worried about it being so quick. That time just goes away. It's like
So
Time flies when you have fun.
okay, so this was the result, but yeah, again, it doesn't look that different. On my screen, it looks a lot more saturated.
Is that the before or is that the after?
That's after, before, and after.
Yeah.
Oh, I see
So
the difference.
you see a difference, but it's not as drastic as on my screen on my phone.
Yeah, I can see the green is a little bit like
The
more-
wings aren't as green as before, but yeah, okay.
Nice.
So, okay, next one.
Who's gonna do it?
They are all shy.
no, I just don't know which order are we going.
It doesn't.
I don't want to interrupt anyone.
Just jump it.
I'm jumping in.
It's a staring contest. Like, I'm confused. Pelo is muted and he's just talking away. It's fine.
Probably.
Yeah, I was just saying that Steve has a huge beard. I just noticed it. It's epic. It's pretty epic.
Cheers, man.
So,
I'm learning
Okay,
how to
yeah.
say before and after in so many different languages. It's very, very
this should be
educational for me.
before, and this is after. And it's just the blue part, actually. Just the blue part of the wall ring. Because the whites, I guess the whites, you don't have to do these little tricks.
No.
Because they aren't saturated.
Yeah.
And I
Cool,
also
Mr.
applied the noise reduction and the noise reduction of the color, but I cannot really see the difference.
Yeah, sometimes it's hard to see. It depends on the picture itself.
Yeah, mine didn't do a whole lot when I messed with that slider.
I guess I'll have to play with it around and see how it ends up looking like. Yep.
Nice.
Here.
Who's left to share?
Toto and you, I believe.
I can share quickly. Actually, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it. You guys can tell me which is better. So I think this is the original one. So that's what it looks like. And then this is what I did. But I don't know if it's better or worse.
Can you go back
Yeah.
Mhm.
to compare?
Like this one has more, I don't know how to say it,
Did you change
grayish
pictures?
yellow, and the other one is like more neon yellow. I'll change it to the other one. You see that?
I like this
Yeah.
one.
I saw it.
This,
now.
this is after.
Yeah, this is after.
Okay.
This is with
Okay.
Lightroom. Yeah. So this one is like you can really see the yellow, and the other one is like looks more like when you originally took the picture in Pokemon Go. It just looks a very
yeah.
a more dull yellow, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But I think this is a practice thing. I don't know. I'll have to practice with Lightroom. I'm just like Hex because I used to have this app, but I didn't use it at all. So I'll definitely check it out.
Yeah, I think with Lightroom, it took me like a year or so to learn every little part of it. So it takes some time to get used to it, but it has a lot of really nice options.
Toto, are you going to share your last picture? Did Toto
Steve?
share?
I think Steve?
Steve did. We saw Bravery.
Julia's missing.
Oh yeah, sorry, Julia.
I thought you'd forget about me.
I said Toto didn't share.
Ever.
No, because okay, I can share, but honestly, I'm not really happy with it. So I mean,
Well, everyone knows these are just quick edits. We could spend eons more time
We're
Okay.
learning.
tweaking and doing.
Okay, so let's see. So this is it. And I don't know, I mean, I think this is an app where you can play with it this is the original, by the way, where you can play with it for hours and try out every possible combination of colors, saturation or desaturation or structure or anything. You get a million results.
I like it. You
Yeah,
kind
I
of
like it a lot
you
too.
I
did
really like
the
that.
work you did in Snapseed is like akin to what Ash's like final result is, but then what you did in Lightroom almost makes it more like the anime, like the way you brighten the blues in the eyes and the sky.
Yeah, that's actually not my style. That's the problem. I mean, so basically I did like, I don't know, I don't like too contrasty colors, but it just came out like this when I played around like this or this. I don't know, it just came out like this. So that's
but
the way
you have to watch out because you can also tap the button next to mix, and then you can only choose, for example, blue.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I did it. Like, I chose, like, I don't know, like the way you showed it with the Lucario. Like, I was choosing
Right.
like the specific colors and then like setting up desaturating or whatever. I don't know.
I like that too. I think the picture's so good you can turn all the colors whatever you want, and it's gonna look
thank
interesting.
you. Yeah, but now that I tap on the original, I feel like no. I mean, wait, what?
Maybe undo.
No, I
Is it
mean,
the-
yeah,
yeah.
this is the original, and now it feels so weird.
Yeah,
That is
Yeah, I
a
know what
problem
you
when
mean.
The only
editing. Like
thing-
sometimes you go so far down that edit rabbit hole that like you go back to the original, you're like, what have I done?
No, I mean,
No.
the
doesn't happen
the
to me.
thing is, before I started editing this one, I thought it was good as it was, and now that I tap and look at the original, I think it's absolutely terrible. So
No.
no, I mean the colors, like the sky, but
The sky is the only problem, I think. If you have the sky as in the original, it would be good.
yeah. Well, but it's definitely I enjoyed trying out different apps and getting out of my AR comfort zone. So
That's what it's all about.
I was happy to. Yeah. So thank you.
Anyone else have any final words they'd like to share? Pelo, you love the
Yeah, I came in and I just wanted to stop all you editing and be like, hey, this is so nice. Because I just love the meeting. I love seeing your faces and stuff. So I just wanted to say it feels like we're there again. Like I felt like when we met with Julia and also when I met in Chicago with Hex, and it's so just so nice. So I don't know. I don't know how to say it, but it's cool.
Well, I thank you all for making some time out of your lives to come hang out. Ash, thank you for the tutorial, and
No problem.
for everyone watching. All these fine people all have great Instagrams. We'll have them all down in the description when we post the video on YouTube. So make sure to check everyone out, everyone the follows and all that rigmarole. And hopefully we'll be back, or some of us will be back next time. Future, we'll mix it up. Just gonna keep trying to pump a couple of these out every month, so we all have a chance to hang out, and so we can share some AR tips with the world.
Yes.
So with that, everyone can say goodbye, and I'm gonna stop this recording. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.